Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today, before we begin, I want to mention that on May 20th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be doing a workshop on self-forgiveness. It's going to be a hands-on workshop where we're going to do an exercise to shift from shame or self-blame. All right. If you're interested in that, you can check out my website for more information and to register at www.bfreenowllc.com. That's B without the E. Okay, so now we're going to go to my bag of words to see what I'm inspired to share today. All right, let's see. First word, let go. Okay. And friendliness is the second word. Oh, I got two words, sadness and stress. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. So we have let go, friendliness. Where is it? Okay, so here's our sadness and stress. You know, I did a post. It was mine, friend or foe. When I saw friendliness, that's what came to mind. So I'm going to expand on that. Then we have sadness and stress. Here's our foes, right? So friendliness. When I think about, right, that post about mind, friend, or foe, it was about, right, how we use our mind and the thoughts that we have, right? When we have thoughts that are friendly in nature, are kind in nature, positive in nature, or uplifting in nature, right? We not only create a feeling within ourselves, right, but we're in harmony with our mind, right? We are creating this relationship that is lifting us up. When we speak or have thoughts that are negative in nature, or where we put ourselves down, when we're connecting with our inner critic and having our thoughts, right, swing in that direction, then our mind really, right, doesn't feel like our friend. It's like a place. Our mind becomes a place where we feel uncomfortable, stressed out, where sadness is going to grow, because we're in this space where we're just saying things to ourselves that aren't uplifting, are worrisome, and they feel heavy. And therefore, there's this misalignment and this disharmony with our mind. And then the mind feels like a foe, because we're not in alignment with it. There's no harmony. But with friendliness, right, we have the opposite. So it is important that we consciously make a choice, right? Do we want to have a friendship, with our mind or not? And this isn't always so easy, even though it's a straightforward, right, choice or question that we can pose to ourselves. But it's not so straightforward because there's polarity, right? But when we make that decision, even when we're here, we're going to always strive to come back here. In other words, to swing over and create some harmony and to create some balance and not allow ourselves to stay here any longer than we need to be. Because when we're here for too long, meaning, when we're not being friends with our mind, then we, right, aren't in good space, and we're not going to create good experiences, because what we're creating is based on the way we're thinking. In other words, and what we're experiencing. And what that means is that if we're feeling really bad about ourselves, right, let's say, and we're not feeling good enough, then we're not, right, we're going to pull back, and therefore we're not creating the relationships or the experiences that we want to create, right? We're not going to put ourselves out there because we're thinking we're not good enough. We're going to hold ourselves back. If we're in a friendly space, right, in other words, we're becoming more friendly with our mind, and we're, speaking self-praise, then yes, we're going to feel better inside, right? When I say better, like a higher we're going to be feeling higher emotionally, and we're going to go with that, right? We're going to go with it with a lot of momentum. In other words, we're going to go for it. We're going to feel like we can do it. We're going to feel very optimistic. We're going to encourage ourselves to go in the direction that we want to go into. And we're going to start, right, moving in that direction and creating from that place. So that's, the thought behind that post, and it comes to mind now because of the friendliness word that came out, right? But yes, when we are our own friend, things look different and life is experienced differently than when we're not our own friend, when we're letting our inner critic run the show and we feel really yucky inside. That disharmony and that split within ourselves is one that not only feels heavy, but it starts to break us down, meaning our power starts to decrease, our strength, starts to decrease. And we want to make sure that we keep our power strong. And what I mean by power, I'm referring to our ability to consciously create, to consciously walk away from things that don't feel good to us, to consciously make decisions that uplift us, that bring us to a good feeling place. So we want to let go of what isn't bringing us to a good feeling place and build on the stuff that is bringing us to a good feeling place. And when we build this, right, this takes time. It's not something that we build overnight, but we stick with it. We practice every single day, reminding ourselves, right, of what it is that we want to be true for us. And as we do that, we start to build more and more. And as we consciously create practices for ourselves that uplift us, that helps us along the way as well. It doesn't matter what the practice is, as long as it's uplifting us and it's bringing us to a place that we're feeling good at, and we can create a forward movement because we're feeling good in that space. So before I go any further, I want to pick a card from the Untethered Soul. I already shuffled the deck, so I'm going to choose the card on top, which says, true freedom is very close. It's just on the other side of your walls. Now that's beautiful, because it really is on the other side of our walls. And our wall is right here. It's in the mind. Our mind, like I said, can be our friend or our foe. But when we make it our friend, then we are able to access that freedom, that true freedom. When we're feeling good, when we're feeling high emotionally, when we're vibrating at a higher frequency, feeling good inside, then yes, those walls come down and there's this harmony within us that really helps us not just feel good, but create more good in our lives intentionally, and helps us expand emotionally and in all areas actually of our lives. So I hope that this video helps you in some way. I'm going to end with this. Have a beautiful day. If this video did help you, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I upload further videos. Bye for now.